Welcome to another video. Today is my reading update, and this is my reading journal where I'm going to be putting all of the books that I had read so far and just keep all the records of what I talked to you guys about. And yeah, I hope that you guys do enjoy this video. Here's my reading tracker, and in this video I'll be talking to you guys about 5 books on here. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark 5 books, and this is just mainly for me to know how many books I have read so far. This section, and this is where I'm going to be writing down the rating for each book. I decided to use a Tuli Art metallic gold color to put the stars on here. So the first book is A Walk to Remember. I gave it a 5-star rating. The second book is All the Bright Places. I also gave it a 5-star rating. The third book is Love and Other Words, also a 5-star rating. The fourth book is The Girls with the Dragon Tattoo, also a 5-star rating. And the last one is Twice in a Blue Moon, which I also gave it a 5-star rating. I'm going to be explaining to you guys why I gave it a 5-star rating. Moving on to this section, this is where I'm going to be showing you guys while you guys watch the video. It's just me decorating this section for the first 2 books. The first one was A Walk to Remember, which I told you guys I gave it a 5-star rating. This was my first Nicholas Sparks read. On your first time through, there are all the surprises in the plot that keeps you reading and reaching for the tissues. This made me cry. It broke me at the end. It does have a plot twist on it, but it's a really good book. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of this. This is taking place in 1958. Landon and Jamie are the main characters of this book, and Landon had already dated a girl or 2. He even swore that he had once been in love. Certainly the last person in town he thought he'll fall for was Jamie, the daughter of the town's Baptist minister. So it's pretty much like a small town. A quiet girl who always carries a Bible with her school books, and Jamie's in contact, living in a world apart from the other teens. She took care of her widowed father, rescued her animals, and helped out at the local orphanage. No boy had ever asked her out. Landon would never have dreamed of it. Then a twist of fate made Jamie his partner for the homecoming dance, and Landon Carter's life would never be the same. Being with Jamie would show him the depths of the human heart and led him to a decision so stunning. So basically on the second book, also on the bottom part, which is All the Bright Places, that I said I gave it also a 5-star read. This book is about teen suicide and bullying, but it also is about some wonderful people, happy moments, and a bit of a crazy, wonderful storyline. It was really good. It did break me. This is based on Finch and Violet are the main characters, and Violet lives for the future. She's counting the days until graduation and when she can escape her Indiana town and her grief in the wake of her sister's recent death. So she is suffering because of her sister's death. When Finch and Violet meet on the ledge of the bell tower at school, it's unclear who saves whom, and when they pair up on a project to discover the natural wonders of their state, both Finch and Violet make more important discoveries. It's only with Violet that Finch can be himself, a weird, funny, live out loud guy who's not such a freak after all, and it's only when Finch that Violet can forget to count away the days and start living them. But as Violet's world grows, Finch begins to shrink. So once again, there is a plot twist on this entire story, and it just broke me completely, but it also had this amazing storyline of it as well. on to the third book is Love in Other Words, which I gave it a 5-star rating. I was on the edge of my seat wishing the best for these characters. Some parts were predictable and some parts came out of nowhere. So this is a story told in alternative timelines between then and now. It's based on Elliot and Maisie are the main characters. They grow from friends to much more, spending weekends and lazy summers together in a house outside of San Francisco, devouring books, sharing fairy words, and talking through the growing pains. As adults, they have become strangers to one another until their chance of reunion. They basically, this is like a second chance of romance. So although their memories are absurd by the agony of what happened that night so many years ago, Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Maisie's decade-long silence and will have to overcome the past and himself to revive her faith in the possibility of an all-consuming love. The fourth book is based on The Girls with the Dragon Tattoo, and this one is best crime story I have ever read. The story itself may have a bit too much detail for some people, but we get so much payback for the initial first 100 pages. So this is based on Harriet is one of the Sweden's wealthiest family, disappeared over 40 years ago, and all these years later her aged uncle continued to seek the truth. So he hires Michael, a crusading journalist recently trapped by a liberal convention, to investigate. He is aided by the Pierce and tattoo punk Lisbeth. Together they tap into international publishing sensation. So and they try to investigate what happened to this guy that this just disappeared out of nowhere, and they pretty much is like a crime scene and stuff like that. It's really, really good. To the last book, Twice in a Blue Moon, 5-star rating, is the romance of a second chance of love. Such an easy cast that will steal your heart multiple times. So this is based on Sam and Tate. They're the main characters. And Sam was Tate's first love for everything. Her first everything, including her first heartbreak. During a whirlwind 2-week vacation, Sam and Tate fell for each other in only the way that first love do. Sharing all of their hopes, dreams, and deepest secrets along the way, Sam was the first and only person that Tate, the long-lost daughter of one of the world's biggest film stars, ever revealed her identity to. So when it became clear that her trust was misplaced, her world shattered for good. 14 years later, Tate, now an up-and-coming actress, only thinks about her first love, Every Once in a Blue Moon, and when she steps into the set of her first big break, he's the last person she expects to see. Yet here, Sam is the same charming, confident man she knew, but even more alluring than she remembered. Forced to confront the man who betrayed her, Tate must ask herself if it's possible to do the wrong thing for the right reason, and whether once in a lifetime can come around. I hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Those are all the 5 books that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I hope to see you guys on my next video.